The United States and the UK have reached a landmark agreement to end a long-simmering trade dispute, slashing tariffs on a range of goods, including British-made cars. The deal, announced earlier today, marks a significant step in easing trade tensions between the two countries that had escalated under former President Trump's administration. The agreement will see the U.S. lift tariffs of 25% on steel and 10% on aluminum imports from the UK, tariffs that were imposed by the Trump administration in 2018. In return, the UK will drop retaliatory tariffs it had placed on American goods like motorcycles, bourbon, and blue jeans. This trade deal is expected to provide a much-needed boost to industries on both sides of the Atlantic, particularly British car manufacturers who stand to gain from increased access to the American market. Billionaire philanthropist and Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates has announced his intention to give away the vast majority of his wealth by the year 2045. Gates, who has dedicated his post-Microsoft life to global health and development through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, is renowned for his extraordinary philanthropic efforts. This latest pledge signals Gates' commitment to tackling some of the world's most pressing issues, from eradicating diseases like polio to combating climate change. By accelerating the timeline for his giving, Gates aims to make a significant and lasting impact on the lives of millions around the world. Tech giant Apple is hitting back after a U.S. federal judge issued a rare contempt order against the company, escalating the ongoing legal battle between Apple and Epic Games, the maker of the popular video game Fortnite. The judge ruled that Apple had failed to comply with the previous order to loosen its control over in-app payments, a decision that Apple is now forcefully challenging. Apple argues that it has complied with the court's order, and that the judge's contempt finding is unjustified. This latest development underscores the high stakes and intense scrutiny surrounding Apple's App Store practices and its dominance in the mobile app market. Chapter 4. In a moment that has sent shockwaves through the Catholic world, Cardinal Robert Prevost of the United States has been elected as the new pope, becoming the first ever American pontiff. Taking the name Leo XIV, the newly elected pope assumes leadership of the Catholic Church in a time of significant change and challenge. The unexpected election of an American pope has sparked a wave of reactions from the faithful and the public alike, with many expressing hope for a more inclusive and progressive papacy. The world will now be watching closely to see how Pope Leo XIV's leadership will shape the direction of the Catholic Church in the years to come. Chapter 5. Exclusive Pakistan Downs. 2 Indian fighter jets with Chinese-made aircraft, U.S. officials say. In a concerning escalation of military tensions, U.S. officials are reporting that Pakistan shot down 2 Indian fighter jets using a Chinese-made aircraft. The incident, which took place in the disputed Kashmir region, marks a significant escalation in the long-standing conflict between India and Pakistan, 2 nuclear-armed nations. This development raises serious concerns about the potential for a wider conflict in the region and highlights the growing military cooperation between Pakistan and China. The involvement of a Chinese-made aircraft in the downing of Indian jets adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation, potentially drawing other global powers into the fray. Chapter 6. Air Canada loss widens, passengers avoiding U.S. travel amid strained relations. Air Canada has reported a widening first-quarter loss, citing a sharp decline in passenger traffic, particularly on U.S. routes. The airline attributes this downturn to strained trade relations between Canada and the United States, which has led to uncertainty and reduced travel demand. The ongoing trade dispute between the 2 North American neighbors continues to cast a shadow on the airline industry, impacting Air Canada's bottom line and raising concerns about the carrier's future outlook. Despite these challenges, Air Canada remains optimistic, pointing to strong domestic demand and growth in other international markets. Chapter 7. Smith Sovereignty Referendum and Outlet to Avoid New Party. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has ignited controversy by suggesting that a referendum on sovereignty could provide an outlet for Albertans frustrated with federal policies and potentially avert the creation of a new separatist party. Smith's comments have reignited the debate over Alberta's place within Canada, a debate rooted in long-standing grievances over energy policy and federal-provincial relations. The Premier's remarks have drawn sharp criticism from political opponents who accuse her of stoking separatist sentiments and undermining national unity. The potential for a sovereignty referendum in Alberta remains a significant development in Canadian politics, and one that bears close watching in the months to come.